Hi. Welcome to Unsolicited Book Reviews. You didn't ask for it, but I'm giving it anyway. My name is Abby, and I am a bookish girl with a lot of opinions. So grab your tea, grab a blanket, maybe a little snicky snack, and let's talk books. So, because this is my first video, I thought I would get some questions that I think you would be interested in hearing my answers to. So I have a couple, more than a couple, and we're going to go through it together. So the first question is, why am I starting this channel? I love books. I could talk about books for hours, and I just want to share that love with all of you. And at the same time, I want to get other people passionate about books, increase people's love for books, and just have a really great conversation in this little community about all of the things that we love about books and writing and our favorite authors and our favorite genres and our favorite bookish things. So that's why I'm starting this. I am also a hermit, and I have been looking for more hobbies that means that I don't have to leave the house. So here I am. Question 2. What are some fun and unique things that I can bring to BookTube? I have been described as sophisticatedly unhinged. I'm going to take that as a compliment and run with it. So I'm hoping that I can bring that fun chaos to this community, this little corner of the internet, and have some fun while doing it. I'm also a massive nerd. I love history. I love fun facts. So I want to get other people excited about that as well. And I have some fun little surprises that I'm hoping to put in future videos, all about history and education and fun facts for all of you to learn about. Question 3 is, what am I excited about for this new channel? I am really excited to learn a new skill. I don't know how to edit or make videos. This is the first time that I'm doing this, and I am not what you would call tech savvy. Example, I put perfume on for this. Can you smell me? No, you can't. I didn't think about that. Another example of how I'm not tech savvy is that one time I had to call Apple support because I couldn't find the power button on my Mac. So if that gives you any indication as to how I am with technology, now you know. So please bear with me as I learn this and share it with all of you. I'm also really excited, as I said previously, to create a fun little community that is just really good vibes and learning about new things and the things that we also love. So I'm really excited about that. And finally, I'm also just excited to get out of my comfort zone. This is not something I have ever done before, not something I ever thought that I would do. And I'm really excited about it to try something new. Question 4. Why do I love reading? When we read, the rest of the world really just falls away, and you're able to fully immerse yourself into a different world, a different culture, just a fully different life. And there's something really magical about that. I truly do applaud authors because they have such imagination and such skill to be able to create a completely different world with a magic system or a political system or anything. And it's just magical. Books really are magic. And they also foster empathy. Like, we can never meet all of the people in the world, but there are ways that we can try and understand one another, understand each other's cultures, understand each other's difficulties. And that's not something that you can really get anywhere else, any way else. I also just really love stories. I have always loved stories. I've loved reading stories. I've loved telling stories. My husband can attest that it takes me 5 minutes to tell a 30-second story. But that's just sometimes how excited I get about the concept of storytelling and how wonderful it is and connecting it is for people. There are so many cultures around the world where storytelling is the main means of sharing knowledge and sharing advice or morals. And that's such a wonderful thing that we're able to witness and experience as human beings. So why are we not more excited about books? That's really my question. Question 5. What books or series got you into reading? Let me take you back to where it all started, the very hungry caterpillar. I know what you're thinking. Abby, there's no way that you remember reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And I would say you'd be wrong. I do remember reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar. I do think it is why I continue to snack to this day. I'm an avid snacker, love a snack, and I blame The Very Hungry Caterpillar for that. There was also this book in the UK, and I cannot remember its name, but I can see it. And it was about a busy bee. And he would always say, "I'm so busy," said Busy Bee. And then you could honk his nose with this little button in this book. And I loved that book. My family still talks about it. Any people in the UK, if you can remember what book I'm talking about, can you please tell me? Because I can't find it. But it was just so like the childlike imagination of it all. It was always so exciting. As I got older, I really, really loved, to this day, I really love the Gallagher Girls series. Gallagher. I'll put a picture. And I loved this book. And it was a series, which made it even better. And think like Hogwarts, but for spies. And so it's just this girl who goes to this private school and she learns to become a spy, and she has this crazy drama that she has to deal with while learning to be a spy. And there's love and there's friendship and there's found family. And it's just so good. And I will probably at some point reread them, even though I'm way too old to be reading them now. But I love them so much. And as I got into middle school and high school, it was series like the Percy Jackson series and the Inheritance series by Christopher Paolini. Those books to this day have inspired the types of books that I read now. I love fantasy. I love anything with magical realism, or even stories that have different political systems or magic systems or cultures than mine. I love to read about because I just find it so fascinating. um, so those are the books that really have inspired my reading thus far. Question 6 is, where do I read? Short answer, anywhere. Slightly longer answer, I will read on the couch, extra points if it reclines. I will read in bed. I will read on the floor. I will read in the car, not while I'm driving, because distracted driving is bad. I will read at a sports game if I can, and I have a few times. And I will read at the gym. I am that person who sits on the bike and reads that book. Gotta get the gains, gotta get the pages in. There you go. Question 7 is, what books do I like to read? And I'll be honest, I will read pretty much anything. I love historical fiction. I love a fantasy, romantasy. I will dabble in romance when the mood strikes. I love a lit fic or general fiction. Mystery thriller, I never know what's going to happen. So it's always a ride for me, and it's great. I can also get behind a sci fi. I've been known to peruse. There are only two genres that I really can't get behind, and that is self help. I can't be helped. I've tried. I'm fully baked, you know? The personal growth, I'm grown. And horror. And that's just because I'm a wimp. So, yeah, I'll try pretty much any genre at least once. And I know what I said about self help. I'm open to suggestions. Just don't be mad at me if I don't like it. And horror is not happening. Oh man, I love my beauty sleep. Okay, I want to be able to sleep my 8 hours. So I hope that these answers have helped you get to know me a little bit more. And if you are interested in stories and all types of genres and all types of authors and anything bookish, then please come along with me as I do this channel. You can expect book reviews and little history education moments, read with me's, and please help keep me accountable to getting through my physical TBR. It has reached the point of unmanageable. I'm embarrassed. So please help me read all of the books that I currently own. And also, don't forget to support your local library, okay? Those librarians work hard. They are a gift to society. Thank your librarian. Take a book out, okay? And then give it back. Pass on the love. That's what libraries are for. yeah, so I'll be here every week to bring you a dash of unhinged and a lot of opinions. I look forward to seeing you again. Bye. Howdy, partners. How are you doing this fine evening? Yikes. Here comes the booze. Do 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 do. Hi, baby. Hi. You're so unhappy right now. I love you. You're a good girl. Question 2. What are some fun and unique experiences? None. I don't have experience. Am I experienced? Am I an experience? Which okay. Honky tonk, donky donk. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited. I'll read on the toilet. I don't care.